Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got a special guest. You've never heard of him before, at least on my channel. You may have run across him once or twice on YouTube, and he's talked about cryptos. His name is Kenn Bosak, and I reached out to him a while, not that long ago. It's been a few months, maybe 3 months ago, when I was on my crusade against the Ponzi's, and I found one of his videos exposing BitConnect of all places. Right? It was BitConnect, not USI. It was BitConnect on your case, right?
Connect, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I'm like, man, this guy's. I was like, he's already done all this. He's already got it, you know. So I'm like reaching out to him. He responds. He's like, yeah, listen, I don't know if we should do this. He's like, man, I was showing my, you like I was coming out of my house and people can kind of know where I live. And I said one thing on that damn video. Next thing I know, you said your whole life changed because you
Oh
got like
yeah.
hacked. Maybe talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, no, it was crazy because when BitConnect first came out, I saw 40% a month, no risk advertising all over coinmarketcap.com, and I felt like, hey, maybe somebody should say something about this. So I did, and I expected some of my crypto YouTubing peers to do the same thing, but I guess they were infantilized by that downline, that very nice downline. And I was, very adamant about like this is unsustainable, and even down the road, legally speaking, regulations will never allow something like this to exist. So even if they don't want to exit, they will be forcefully kicked out of the world. They will no longer exist, even if it's not by their own choice. So I was like, this is a scam. It's inevitably a scam, and it's a scam in a conversation. You YouTubers, people that went from buy Bitcoin, went from buy Bitcoin, hold Bitcoin, to buy Bitcoin, then sell it for this other thing, and then lend it, and then buy it back later, and it became a scam of a conversation. So I was pretty adamant about it. I lost a couple people I consider to be friends because of this scam, and I felt so I should cut ties publicly, so I did so, and I cut ties with Trevon and Craig. I had them on my show at one point, so I wanted to let the world know, like, I don't fuck with these guys, like, or what they're doing. I don't approve of this, so I'm done. And a couple weeks later, Craig Grant reached out to me and was like, Ken, and he said this is all public on a YouTube comments
I
form.
saw it. Go ahead.
Ken, you're really damaging BitConnect's, reputation by calling it a scam. On behalf of BitConnect, I would like to pay you to stop. If I pay you, will you stop? And I said yes. Like,
As a
you know,
joke, like, yeah, he's not
yes.
gonna do it, and then he did it.
But I did not believe he was going to send me money, Jay, and he did. He sent me a whole Bitcoin and said, "All right, do it." And I was like, "No, like you're an idiot, and thanks for the Bitcoin." And that right there is where I believed I may have sparked some bitterness on top of some hatred that was already there, and maybe made it financially worthwhile for somebody to put a hit out on me on the deep web. So there was a hit out on me for my finances, my social media accounts, my YouTube channel, and that was definitely picked up by a couple hackers. That I don't think it was one person, because everything that I have ever touched internet wise was compromised. Every website, every cloud, everything was delete, deleted, gone. They were calling my place of work where I used to work, harassing me at work, putting fake reviews in on our website. It was crazy, man. So, like you said, I was worried about my well-being. I was showing people where I live because I just thought, hey, I'm making YouTube videos. I'll do the Mr. Rogers thing and
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
out house and talk about crypto walking down the streets. And at the point, people started beeping at me because they started to know who I was, and like they would yell Bitcoin out the cars. It was cool. And I had to stop doing those videos because I was worried that people may be incentivized to do something out of character because they know that video may end up on YouTube. So there may be somebody local who's going to try to hit me with a bottle of water or something because, oh, I'll end up on YouTube, or somebody's going to see where I live and whatever. So I had to stop doing all that. And yeah, that's where I ended up from all that. And I turned out to be right, which I wish I wasn't. It sucks
Yeah.
because this crash in Bitcoin can be held accountable to the exit of BitConnect, in the sense that it scared a lot of big money away. BitConnect was bringing in the suit and tie guys, man, the guys who already had the Lambos. They didn't need Lambos. They had them. That's what BitConnect was bringing in. And now it scared all those guys away, and now we're going to have to wait for that recycle of new money to come in again.
Yep. And if you look at, like USI Tech went down, I kept saying, I was like, man, as soon as USI Tech and BitConnect go down, it will be the end of these Ponzi's, because there's no way that one's going to come out and it's going to last all of a sudden. And sure enough, everyone flooded over to Davor coin. We were just talking about this before we started recording. And the thing was $180, went down to, it's like 27, 37 cents or something. Absolutely terrible. An email comes out. We're going to shut down the lending platform. We're going to give everybody a 10% bonus, they said. We're going to give you a 10% bonus of the Davor coins. They're worthless. And you gave them your Bitcoin, which is not worthless, just like the rest of these. So it's like, I don't see I think the whole lending thing, by this year, it's going to be done. Who's going to fall for that anymore? So it was good that it finally happened.
Well, that's
So
why I got my crossed on Salt. We need a legit lending platform.
Yep, and Salt's a good one. I mean, it's supposed to be what true lending actually is. None of this crap of give us your tokens and, there's collateral and stuff, but it's not that kind of a thing. So what have you been up to lately? We were kind of having a little chat earlier about some of the, you're on the street slinging a little bit. Explain that one. That was funny.
All right. So, JSNIP, I have discovered a newer hustle. So what I do is I buy crypto in bulk, from my supplier, and then I sell it. I cut it down into bits. I buy in bulk and I cut it down into bits, and I'm slinging this cryptocurrency on the street corner for a premium for cash value. Because like I use nothing but crypto. I try not to use dollars. So if I got cash for something, I buy Bitcoin and I deal with the volatility, whatever it is, whatever. I'm paying for the experience. So I get crypto and I need to pay my bills, so I have to sell some. So what I do is, instead of selling it on the exchange where it'll actually affect my holdings, because if I sell some, it may drop the price. I know I ain't a whale, but still, I want to sell to somebody who's going to be a long-term holder. And if I can sell it for more than I paid for it, or more than it's even worth on the open market, it actually could add value to my holdings. So I'm on the corner, literally on local Bitcoins, telling people, hey, I got some crypto for sale. It's X on the market. I want maybe a 10% premium, and I'll sell you X Bitcoin, Ethereum, some Litecoin. But it's, I usually make 10% per sale. And, as long as the SEC and the, tax man ain't listening, it's unrecorded. It's not like you have to report any of this, as long as I'm, selling it for cash in person, it's really a non-reported event, unless we both tell somebody, or I tell, or you tell. I don't see what the point would be. So it's a safer way for me to sell in bulk as well, to pay my rent in cash until my landlord accepts, crypto. So I use that method a lot to try to make money while I'm still trying to get rid of the crypto. So hopefully if there is a dip, I sold for a profit and I can buy back while still having some of my profit as well to live off of. And then I have the Visa cards, like Shift Payments that links to Coinbase. I can use Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, or Litecoin any given moment, depending on which one has the best volatility, at the register. So every day I wake up, I open my phone, and I'm like, Ethereum seems to be the best from the last time I invested in volatility. So I'll use that one. I open up Shift Payments, I link my Visa card to that cryptocurrency, and now I'm spending my money that's gone the farthest. And if I'm worried about the market crashing like it did recently, which I've done luckily, sell a little bit of Bitcoin on BitPay and hold it as cash value on that debit card. So that way I can kind of escape volatility and still use crypto at the same time. So there's a lot of ways I've been like living off of crypto the past year, and it's not any more difficult than trying to use dollars. If I gave you dollars, you had to pay your electric bill. You can't just stuff dollars in an envelope and send it to your electric company. They want a check or a money order. So I take my Bitcoin like you would take your dollars. I go get a money order like you would, and my landlord greatly accepts it. So that's how I've been doing it. Hopefully more people are less intimidated by this, because it's just having more options in the currency where you store your value is it's a benefit. It's a perk. It's good for us to have these options and try to test their limits and see where they can go, because this whole fiat monopoly thing, it's running short. The time is coming near.
Yeah, I remember when I doing my YouTube videos, been getting heavier, a lot heavier into talking about crypto on my channel since last year especially. And one of my subscribers reached out to me. He's like, hey, I live over in Orlando. I know you're kind of by Tampa. It was right when we were moving into this house that weekend. He's like, man, I'd really like you to come over. I'm willing to pay you, you know. And I'm like, well, I have Monday off too. Maybe I can make something work. I'm waiting on the internet guy, you know, to come out and get us set up. But as soon as he's done, I can head out. So long story short, I went out there and went to the guy's house. Real cool dude, real nice guy. Just needed some help, you know, with cryptos. Got some stuff moved around for him. We chatted a little bit. 'Cause I'm like, I'm not going home in that traffic, you know, down I-4. So I just hung out with the guy for a while. It was real nice. And he was going to, originally we agreed on a fee for me to come out and help him. And cash, you know, cash money. I was okay with that. And he's like, well, you know, I mean, I've got crypto. You got a wallet, I'm sure. You want to do this deal in crypto? I said, you know what? This will be my first real crypto deal. Let's do it. So he paid me in crypto. Beautiful. Went right to my wallet, done deal. You know, didn't have to carry cash on me, nothing. It just worked great, you know. And, you know, I'm doing these little parody songs with this guy, Steven. He's writing all these, like, crypto parody songs. Really good stuff. And a friend of mine, I also met, a subscriber. They came down a few years ago. We met over at the Nickelodeon thing in Orlando. We both stayed at the hotel. Our kids play, you know, his daughter's a little older than mine. But she's got a really good voice. And I'm thinking, you know, I always remember that. So I'm like, hey, I'll pay her some Litecoin. I got a song. Here's the lyrics. It's a heart song alone. It's a tough song, but she girl can sing. So she just pulled it off. And he sent it to me today, and I'm in there jamming on the drums. So I'm gonna put the drum track on it. So I'm putting it all together. I'm like, oh, this sounds fantastic. And she's got this great voice. So I said, just you're gonna give her a Litecoin address? And he's like, yeah, I'll get my daughter a Litecoin address. I'll send it to you. So he emails me back, gives me the Litecoin address. All right, I just sent her 2 Litecoin. Here you go. And he's like, I'm telling her, don't touch it. Because we think we know where this is going in the near future. Don't you dare touch it. You hodl on it. So she was all psyched about, you know, even the price of 2 Litecoin for singing a little song. She was super psyched, you know. Yeah, you know, a teenager. So it's cool. Just everywhere you go, you're seeing more and more. Hey, do you take crypto? Do you do this? We got the website where we're teaching people how to trade, and not me per se, but my partner Jay. And you know, he's a former forex trader and stuff, so he's putting all these videos together on how to do this, read the charts and all this stuff. And we take Litecoin. It's the only payment. There's a plugin we use. It accepts Litecoin. You send the Litecoin. It checks the blockchain after 20 or 30 seconds. Okay, we see the payment. Your order's complete. Have a nice day. There's no stupid 3% fee, credit card company, oh, you know, person's requesting a refund on something that can't be refunded. It's a digital product. No, you're not getting a refund. You're not going to complain to the credit card company. You're not going to complain to PayPal because you weren't happy after a month of getting our product. Now all of a sudden you think it's not worth it or whatever, you know. I'm just making up a story here, but it's just a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. So what have you been doing? You got you have a website you've been dealing with, right? What's that site?
Dealing with pureblockchainwealth.com. Right now we have a free newsletter. It's been ranked like the #1 free newsletter for cryptocurrencies, ICOs, and investment information. So if the listeners are interested in any of that free info, check out pureblockchainwealth.com. But yeah, dude, I've been interviewing a ton of people through them, and it's been pretty awesome. I was just at the Miami conference and got to hang out with Kenneth from Crush the Street and talked a little bit about work and stuff, and it was great, man. And I'm hoping that I can, you know, continue to be, you know, working with this website for a while. I'm actually looking at going to the super conference in Dallas in 2 weeks, so hopefully I can incorporate that into this. But yeah, I've been doing interviews. I interviewed Simon Dixon, Trace Mayer, Amir Russick. I've interviewed a couple people already through Pure Blockchain Wealth. It's been awesome. And something I've actually learned quite a bit is about the traditional investor's mindset and how they want to get invested into crypto without ever holding a digital asset, you know, through like, you know, cryptocurrency or blockchain related stocks, and actually follow their newsletter. Like, you know, as I should, I follow the newsletter, and I was reading something about a blockchain stock, and I was totally blown away. And I was like, all right, yeah, that makes total sense, because everybody I talk to, like the traditional investors, you know, the suit and tie guys, they do want to know what kind of stocks are involved in this. And all I can really say is like, NVIDIA, you know? And I found this stock, Hive blockchain. And if the listeners are interested, they can go to visit pureblockchainwealth.com/block, and they can get that informational newsletter and form. And I was just like, it clicked, and I was like, yo, this is where people that don't want to take that risk, because right now this is all risk till the SEC and the CFTC, everybody works this out, and even they said they're probably going to need another arm of the government to help them
Yep.
out here. So it's going to be a crazy situation for institutional investors right now, but that's where they're going to want to get in with these stocks. So I thought like that was something even I didn't consider, because I was like, the future's crypto, ICOs, ERC20 tokens, the stocks are the past. But we're not going to just switch overnight. That's
Yeah,
going to
not
take
overnight.
a decade. So, the stocks are going to keep up. They are going to stay relevant through these means of acquiring blockchain technology and companies. So I've been really excited to work with Pure Blockchain Wealth, because I'm learning a lot, as well as I feel like I'm doing a service by helping others learn through me and my guests. So it's been an exciting couple weeks, and I'm really looking forward to 2018 and continuing to interview and learn and contribute through the platform.
Now, when you're doing these interviews, you use your YouTube channel?
It's through the Pure Pure Blockchain Wealth YouTube channel.
Okay.
So they could check it out there. On my own personal YouTube channel, it's like a bunch of tomfoolery. I fuck around. It's just like me. I don't really try. I
Sure.
literally put bare minimum effort into everything. I really was doing my Steam it and all that go, because I just want to have fun doing this, man. Like the moment it becomes work, it's not fun. So I refuse to treat it like work. I'm just hanging out here
Yes.
talking to my boy Tastet, man. I've been
Yeah,
following you
yeah.
for months. This is
Yep.
hangout.
This is
The
it.
moment I have to talk to somebody, I'm like, I don't wanna. That's work, and I don't want to do that. And with Pure Blockchain Wealth, they've literally just let me pick and choose and bring people in, and not like it feels like a real community team, and that's what I wanted to be a part of, and I'm happy I found it.
Yeah, good. It's awesome. And I was telling people the other day on my channel, like, guys, and I'm like, okay, first we're gonna wait for the real recovery to kick into gear. Like, whoa, holy crap, things turned around. But I'm like, I want to set up a damn crypto cruise. Now you're in Florida, aren't you?
I'm in New Jersey, and
Jersey.
I am working on a crypto cruise. I have about 7 YouTubers that are already interested in my pitch, man. So we got to talk off air about this.
We may have to, yeah, because I was been thinking about this lately, and I was doing a live stream, and I'm like, don't if you're gonna say no, don't even say no. All I want to see is the yeses. If you guys
Yep.
are interested, like later this year, maybe, or maybe even next year, I don't know, but sometime later, if you're down for a blockchain cruise, just say yes. And my whole damn screen just went, just yes, 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 yes. So I'm like, that would be so cool. What's better than hanging out with a bunch of, you talk to this stuff about to some people, and they don't want to hear it. Oh, I don't know about that stuff. But when
Hmm.
you talk to like minds, everyone's interested. We're all making money. Cryptos, it's the hot topic. It's a great thing. It's great to get around and hang out and that kind of thing. So yeah, we'll have to.
Just on a cruise, and I went to the Bahamas for a week, and I'll brag here. I bought my cruise with Bitcoin, paid for it in Bitcoin. I used Expedia, who accepts Bitcoin, and I even spent Bitcoin on my trip to buy souvenirs. It's all the way over there, but I have
That's
some
right.
souvenirs I even bought with Bitcoin in the Bahamas, because many people don't know this, because we're in America, dude. We're so fucking spoiled here. We don't see the actual use case for blockchain or Bitcoin or any of this stuff. But in the Bahamas, where Visa charges the merchant $5 for every transaction, and the minimum is $20,
Ooh,
I can't even buy a can of Coke with my Visa card. That's failed technology. Throw it out. Visa don't work. Can't buy a Coke. Cost me $5 to buy a Coke, and I got to buy $20 worth of them per transaction. It's failed technology. So to them, people in the Bahamas, when I was talking about Bitcoin and stuff, even the fee at the time, they were like, that ain't shit, dude. You just told me somebody can spend $10 instead of $20. You just potentially doubled my clientele, because
right,
people don't have $20 minimum. Some people only got $10.
right. They only want. And listen, I got $8 worth of stuff I want to buy. No, I'm
Right.
not spending 20. I just won't get anything. I'm out. So yeah, it sucks for them.
Add a t-shirt. That's what they tell people. Add a t-shirt to every purchase, because the t-shirts are $20. But it makes them look like they're scamming, and they're not. They're being scammed by a system that forces them to look as if they are the scammers. But when you talk to them, you see them as victims, dude. It's not
Yep.
like when you go in as a customer and you're like, oh, I want to buy cigarettes. You're like, the minimum's $20. Every time, dude, I've said, oh, fuck you. I hate this store. I'm never coming back, because I didn't understand from that side where they're being ripped off. They're not the scammers. They're the
They've got to
scam.
pass it on. They have to pass it on.
Right. Yeah, they
Have no
pass on
choice.
the buck, and it makes us it really confuses the whole situation of who the real problem is. It's not the merchant, it's the merchant services. And when people start to understand that if you go to a small store and they don't accept Visa and they have an ATM in the corner and they say, "Hey, just go to the ATM in the corner, get your cash out, then come over here and spend the cash," then you realize that that's the only way around it is to
And
kind
even
of
then,
put.
you're going to get hit with the ATM fee.
Yes, but they're passing it on again. But
Yeah.
at least though the stuff in the store may cost a little less because they're not getting taken advantage of by Visa. The stuff in the store may cost 3% less than the store across the street that does accept the Visa because that 3% fee has to go somewhere, has to come from somewhere. Chips, potato chips, the soda, cigarettes, everything got to get marked up. Because if
Yep.
I have to pay 3% for you to do business with me, I got to pass that on. So I'm hopeful that people will understand that if businesses had more distributed ledger technology and cryptocurrency utility, that it would just make life so much cheaper. And
Yep.
that's where you'll see that dollar go a little farther again. But till then, I wouldn't be storing my long-term value in fiat, banking on the turnaround of that situation. I'm fully invested in crypto, all biased, exposed. I'm all in, so I am a little biased.
All right, so I'm going to put you on the spot. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Ken Bosak,
Swear to tell Jason for the truth right now.
swear to tell Jason the truth right now.
How scared were you about the sell off? Did you think, oh, it's the end of the world? Or, hey, look, I know this, I've been there, and it's going to recover?
I was just disappointed I didn't try to capitalize on that top and sell and buy back. I was embarrassed because I got greedy and I caught myself in that greed because I got excited through all this and the run up, and I saw things like Coinbase custody coming down the line. I saw Robinhood. I saw
Yep.
the SEC, CFTC, all this stuff, and I was like, this is all good shit, man. Everything's going to be great. And then out of nowhere, South Korea FUD
Times
and
two. Yep.
and India misinformation communication across the internet about that. So, that's why I like to laugh about technical analysis. Your TA ain't shit when it comes to Bitcoin because it can't predict FUD. Can't do it. But I'll be honest, dude, I was pretty scared. I didn't think it was going to drop as far as it did. When it went down past 7, I was like, ah, shit. I quit my job because of Bitcoin, dude. I went all in. I'm here because I'm all in. So I don't have a fiat creating day job anymore. So I
Yeah.
live with my assets, but I'm confident that we will see that. Right now, everybody's saying the $50,000 Bitcoin price because what's his name, Ran from CNBC's Crypto Talk has pinned his tweet saying this, and there's a lot of good reasons why. So I'm not scared. I was a little scared. I was a little embarrassed. I didn't take any gains and bought back in. Not as much as I could have, but with things like regulation finally being ironed out in legitimate conversations, not on Twitter, with things like the what was I got it written right here. The do no harm mentality in their talk for regulations. That right there meant a lot when they were speaking in a way where they didn't want to hinder any advances in the technology or who could advance using the technology. That really said a lot to me. So in the future, this isn't something that they're going to be building roadblocks in front of. If anything, they may be trying to put fences up around it, but that's to keep the assholes out,
Right.
like
We
they
need
got to
something.
keep us safe. Yeah, they have to keep us safe. And then we have things that are still in the pipeline. Like, do you like people don't even realize because they're all caught up in the green candles, red candles, charts, and what did SegWit do for Litecoin and Bitcoin? What is Lightning Network going to do for Bitcoin? And
Next level stuff.
they don't even think about this though, Jay. They're only interested in the last green candle. They're not
Yep.
looking ahead, like be where the puck is gonna be type shit. Like invest today for next year. Don't invest today for next week. That's not how we play chess in crypto.
Right.
But for me, I'm waiting for things like that: a Lightning Network, confidential transactions, atomic swaps. I'm investing in crypto today for that. So when Bitcoin's price drops like it recently did, and it was absolutely nothing to do with the technology, it's not like, hey guys, SegWit doesn't work. We found a giant exploit in Bitcoin's blockchain. It's failed technology. That's why the price dropped. No, no. The price only dropped. That doesn't affect the underlying technology. It makes the technology actually even more useful because it's cheaper to use for what it's intended to be used for. So it's like a weird double-edged sword there. If it loses values, people stop using it, a little less use it. It's actually worth more using it because it's faster and cheaper. But even besides all that, we still have the futures options and ETFs in the pipeline coming down. And again, with Coinbase custody, $10 million minimum investments for institutional investors. Yeah, I was scared, but it was just a buying opportunity created by misinformed mainstream media. And
Yep.
again, that leaves it up to you, me, and all of us that are independently educated content creators to try to diffuse the situation. When they're saying buy Ripple at $3 and sell it at 70
Yeah,
cents,
MSNBC. Thank you very much. Freaking
we
idiot.
have to. They put this on us, the people that just genuinely love this shit and genuinely care about the people being involved in it, to put ourselves on a position to say, hey guys, look, this is what it really is, and we don't have CNBC status, so they don't listen to us as much as they listen to CNBC. But I
Right.
do think
You're
I
just
think
you're a jabroni on with the wall behind you, and I'm a jabroni with a green screen behind me in my own room. Who the
you're
hell
right.
are we? We're not MSNBC,
But
but
thanks
we're
to
right.
CNBC's bullshit, man, they're going to lose their credibility, and we will absorb that credibility tenfold. And there's nothing they can do about it because they're constantly putting their foot in their mouth. Constantly. I love their Twitter account. Fast Money couldn't be dumb enough on Twitter. I'm hopeful people will learn that.
Yeah, I think they are. I mean, again,
Hopeful.
fake news everywhere. Fake news from politics to the markets, everything. I think people are really starting to see through this, and this again, it's perfect for guys like you and me. And hey, we'll embrace all of you. It doesn't cost you anything. I do my YouTube videos free of charge. Sure, I got a little website. You want to learn trading and in-depth stuff? Well, yeah, you can pay us some Litecoin for that, but you don't have to. I teach everybody the stuff for free on, the basic stuff, anyways, on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited about where this stuff's going. I got my own story. I got a nice house and a freaking RV, and I paid off my wife's car. All cryptos, man. Without cryptos, I would have never told one of those stories. I mean,
Same.
I got a decent job and I get a little revenue from the ads on YouTube, so yeah, it helps. But I wouldn't have been able to pay my wife's van off and my car off all at the same time and go get a freaking RV. I got that damn RV on the weekend when Bitcoin Cash is taking over Bitcoin. Pump and dump. I flipped it over there. That one went down. Flipped it back over. Like I didn't even know what the hell I was doing, and yet I killed it somehow. I'm like, all right, we got some money for an RV. Let's go get a damn RV.
That's why
Unbelievable.
I love you for that. You just said I don't even know what I was doing, but I was killing it.
But I did it. I'm not saying, I'm not a skilled guy at that. I just say, hey, I saw that going down. I put it over there. That was going up. Then it reversed. I flipped it back over there. Then that reversed again. It started to even out. And I said, no, what the hell with it? I'm going to go throw it in some altcoins. The altcoins started pumping. Took it back out of there. Went to Bitcoin. Like, holy crap, what did I just do this weekend?
Right. I
Like, I
tell my
just,
friends I'm jumping trains. They're all trains moving 100 miles an hour, and I'm all trying to get to the same spot, a billion Bitcoin. But some of the trains are going 100 miles an hour the wrong way, so you have to jump trains to get to that final
that's a good way
destination.
to put it. Yeah.
That's altcoins and trading for me, man. You never know where that train's going, but it's going to go there quick, so you better be ready to jump again.
That's all right. We'll chat a second after I stop this. So get one more time. Give out the website.
Hey, actually, I'll give it out in a different pitch here because I want people to be aware that it isn't all sunshine and rainbows, guys. Crypto, blockchain, like we were talking about, has shit in it like BitConnect, and that just creates a lot of pitfall opportunities. So just to be careful, make yourself a little more educated in what the don't do's are, because a lot of people will tell you what to do, but you don't have so many people out there telling you what not to do. So go check out pureblockchainwealth.com/pitfalls or danger. I'm sorry, pureblockchainwealth.com/danger. So you can get some information on the pitfalls of cryptocurrencies. So you're not just easily taken advantage of by malicious characters in this space. All right, guys?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. I'll when I stop this, I got a little text file open up. Anyways, I'll get those URLs so I can just put them in the description box for everybody.
Click the description box. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, they click it. You gave like 2 or 3 out, so they don't have to remember it. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kenn and we're gonna have a little chat. I'm gonna talk about this little cruise thing, honestly. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off now and have a little chat with them.